Hello and welcome to my podcast. Whether you're walking to work, having a cup of coffee, or just seeking positive vibes, join me as I share timeless wisdom and practical tools to make your life a little bit better. Hello, friends. Welcome to today's episode where I want us to talk about the winning strategies that we need in life. I would define winning as gaining and as something that relates to victory in a competition. And a lot of us are living our lives with a losing attitude. We complain that our lives are unfair while others are doing so well, and we go into a spiral. And there's a question that I would love to ask all of you. How do you want to win at life? And what are you doing about it? And here is what I learned. It all comes down to embracing a winning attitude. So how does it look like? How does a winning attitude look like? I know one is that it involves embracing showing up as a strategy. And what I mean by showing up is that you need to be willing to do something or to take action to make your life better. That is the first strategy that you need to embrace, each and every one of us. I need us to ask ourselves, what am I willing to go after? And after you're clear on your goal and you set the goal, do the thing that you need to, but also be willing to feel the discomfort that comes along with showing up in your life. I think a lot of us just set the goals. Yes, we show up a little bit, then when the discomfort comes in, we just give up. So the second strategy is for you to win is to embrace figuring out what your obstacles are and how to overcome them. Winners don't complain, and I know a lot of us complain because, well, we are humans with a negative brain. And what I think we need to embrace instead is figuring out how to get better. Because the more we complain about the obstacles, about other people, the more we hold ourselves back. So, my friends, turn your complaints into solutions, and you will still find yourself complaining, but just don't remain stuck in that cycle of complaining. And the third strategy is that you have to believe you can win. And this is often the hardest strategy that you can embrace, especially if you have had a lot of losses and you use these losses against yourself, and you also use these losses as evidence as to why you can't win and as to why you're not believing that you can do anything in life. So to win in life, you have to believe that you can win. And here's the thing, it all depends on you making a choice. Because if you live in your past, for example, of the losses that you've had, the fear that you've had, and use that evidence against yourself, you'll never be able to cultivate that belief that you can win. And so I just want to ask you to always believe that you can win, and you will win, even though there will be disappointments or losses along this journey. And on the fourth strategy for you to win in life is be willing to fail sometimes or to experience losses, some losses in your life. Just as I've said that when you're trying to win, there'll be a lot of disappointments and losses along the journey. So we all need to learn that in order to win, you have to be willing to lose. And it doesn't mean you will like it, but it's part of life. It's part of the journey of the life that we live. Just like every team that goes out there, like Man U or Liverpool or even Mercedes in F1, in Formula One, they go out to compete against another team. Like Mercedes goes to compete against Red Bull, and currently it's Ferrari. Man U goes out to compete against Liverpool. They don't know that. What they do know is that there's a possibility that they could lose. In fact, one of them will lose. But that doesn't keep them from showing up and playing and trying to win. So, my friends, what I would like to offer is failure is the path to success. But a lot of you don't want to fail. And because of this, you never succeed. Failure teaches us so much, from how to get better in life, how to grow. It grows us. So, my friends, be willing to fail sometimes and see it as part of the path to success. And the fifth strategy is just be willing to ask for help. And this really related to me because I know that our society has taught us that asking for help is wrong, because you may be overwhelming people. And what I'll be willing to tell you is that after you've tried your best, for example, if you're doing some research on your business, or if you're doing some work, or if you're doing, maybe you're applying for a job, or you're applying for funding, especially as we're in this NGO world, after you've tried and done some research and you find that you don't succeed, ask your friends, your family, your business mentors, or your partners who know how to deal with your obstacles. Like, what should I do here? Teach me. Don't be too proud because you just won't end up winning big in life. Don't be too proud to ask for help. Winners know that they need help, they need support, and that they can't do it alone. And that's why it's so important that you ask for help. Like, let's stop seeing people as if we are overwhelming people, because actually a lot of people like helping. Because when you help someone, it makes you feel good. So winners know that it's not only right to ask for help, it is necessary, because in this journey of life, we don't get through it without help. There's even a quote that says no man is an island. And if you try to get through life without help, you're going to make yourself miserable. And you're going to slow down your process. And you most likely won't win. So just learn to ask for help. Try it on yourself first. And then ask them to teach you how to do it better, in a better way. Then the last strategy that I would love each and every one of you to adopt is focus on how you're winning in life instead of how you're losing. And I know a lot of us are just walking around looking at how you're losing most of the time. And focusing on you winning in life, it can just be focusing on something as simple as getting through a day. And instead of making it mean that you're a loser and you should have done more, you can make it mean that that's a win. Because one, you've showed up. Two, you've done your best. And you're blessed to have made through the day. With all the emotions, with all the feelings, you still have made it through the day. With all the challenges, you still have made it through the day. So focus on these little things. Waking up, that's a win also. So I just want to ask you all to have a fabulous day and see you in next week's episode.